Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Crafty Closet. If you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you are a returning viewer, then you already know I appreciate you for watching. And if the YouTube algorithm dropped you by this channel, then you got to stay tuned because we do a lot of cool things around here. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to use printable heat transfer paper. Now, if you've been following me long enough, you know that printable heat transfer paper is one of my favorite things to use. I really like it because it is a cheat for sublimation. It's what I started out using before I got my sublimation printer. And that's simply because you can print sublimation images with an inkjet printer. It don't get no better than that, right? So we're going to be using a new paper today, and it is by the company Asub, right? Asub makes sublimation paper, so now they make a transfer paper. We're going to see what it gives. So I have one in black and one in light. Well, this is for dark fabrics and this is for light fabrics. I'm using the dark one, and I'm going to get into why in a minute, why I chose to use the dark over the light. Then, of course, you're going to need your shirt. This is 100% cotton dark shirt because we're using the dark transfer paper. And then my trusty inkjet printer. Let me lift it up for y'all so y'all can see it. This little baby. This is the HP3755 inkjet printer. Super small, but big and mighty. And this is what I printed the image off of. So now with all of that being said and out the way, I'm going to show you guys how to use the Asub brand of transfer paper. And all you got to do is stick around because I'll be right back. See, just like that, we back. Now let's get into this transfer paper. First things first, I'm gonna give you all the pros and cons of what I found in my trials and tribulations with this paper. First things first, you only get 10 sheets of paper, right? So keep that in mind when it comes to your trial runs and your practice runs. You know, I always tell you guys to make sure you have scraps to practice on. So when it's time to do the real deal, you already know what you're doing. Now, you only get 10 sheets of paper. Nobody got time to be wasting sheets after sheet after sheet. Then by the time you get ready to do the real thing, child, you done ran out of paper. So keep that in mind. You only have 10 sheets. So make sure you, when you're practicing, you get it right. Maybe by the second time. Always should be by the third time, y'all. Okay? Because we ain't got time to be running out of transfer paper, right? Now, second thing is I chose the dark transfer paper over the light transfer paper, and I'm going to tell you why. Before I do that, let me just show y'all the instructions. So the instructions are really good on this transfer paper. They're really clear and easy to read and understand. Now, they recommend that you do not cut your images using your cutting machine, right? That's their recommendations, child. They said we don't recommend you put your images through the cutting machines. And I can see why, which means they say freehand. After you print your image out, just cut it with some scissors. When you put it through the machine, you will run the risk and the chance of your cutting machine jacking up and cutting up your image. And I know you don't want that. And I'm going to tell you all why I think that they probably recommended that. I used the light transfer paper first, right, as the practice run. Let me show y'all what it looks like. Now, this is the light paper. This is I'm gonna show y'all the front first. Y'all see the front? Yes, it's ripped, and we're gonna get into how it ripped in a minute. But this is the front of the paper, and then this is the back of the paper. Y'all see how thin this is? Front, back. Super duper thin, see-through paper. That was one of the things that red flags that said, I don't know, this paper is not that thick. Remember, this is the light transfer paper. It's not that thick. Then after I printed it, just started to examine it. And the way I like to examine transfer paper is I like to, you know, look at it, give it a nice tug, right? It didn't give me a good feeling. I didn't get a good vibe from it. It didn't give me like real elasticy, real, excuse me. It didn't give me real, it just didn't give me like, it was I'm not saying it's not good quality. I just didn't get, it just didn't feel thick enough for me. So then I began to tug on it. Y'all see tugging on it like this? And when I tugged on it, y'all see how I ripped? So that when I knew, yeah, that's when I knew, yeah, this is too thin to be playing around with and using. So after tugging on it, it ripped on both sides. And that's when I decided, you know what? Light is not going to be what we're going to be using. Now, I didn't even get to the dark yet. I didn't know what I was walking into, but I said, I won't be using this one. Now I'm going to get into the dark transfer paper. Dark transfer paper. Here it is. This is already cut. Now, I did use my cutting machine. I did use my Cricut to cut it, but that's because it was just one square cut. I only needed just to cut out, just simply cut out the image off the paper. All I had to do was cut the image off the paper. So that was fine. Now, again, this is the front. Oh, and this is the image we're going to be using for our shirt. Flintstones, one of my favorite cartoons when I was growing up, showing my age. But yeah, this is the front. And now this is the back, y'all. Y'all see the back? You see how thick this back is? You can't see through it. We can't see through it like we could on the light fabric. The light fabric, super thin. And this is the dark fabric. Gave me a better feeling. I like to give. It had a lot of elasticity in it. So that is why I chose to use the dark transfer paper for our project. Now, I hope that made sense to y'all because it didn't make sense. It makes sense to me. And by all means, if you get this paper and you want to use the light, child, go right ahead. Maybe it'll work for you. I just didn't want to start wasting sheets. And then by the time I decided I didn't want to use it at all, I didn't have any sheets left anyway. So that's why we're going to go with what I know. And this is what I came up with why I didn't use the light transfer paper. So I think that everything is trial and error. Y'all know you got to try it yourself to see what works for one may not work for the next person. It's all about, you know, giving yourself those options. I say go with the dark. I don't think you'll have a problem with it. Now, again, I didn't use it. I did do an image on a light paper, even after it ripped, because I said, you know what, let's just see. And it had some intricate cuts in it. Not intricate cuts, but it had several cuts. And it did slightly tear the paper. And that's when I said, you know what, I was right the first time. When I did my little pile test and it failed that, I said it probably won't work. But that's just the Crafty Closets, that's my own thoughts on it. Again, use it. You might like it. Not telling you not to use it. I'm just telling y'all that we're going to be using the dark one for this project. And now with that being said, we're going to go ahead and press this. Y'all know I got me a little heat press, child, so you can't tell me nothing. I'm going to press this on the shirt and see what happens, see what it gives. Now, I do have some orange and yellow heat transfer paper, heat transfer vinyl, just to, you know, razzle dazzle up my image on my shirt and make it a little something extra. That's all that I'm going to be using in addition to this heat transfer paper. Now, that's it. Let's go ahead and press this. The recommendations are to press it at 329 for 20 to 25 seconds. Now, it says between 329 and 365. 365 is high as I don't know what. So it says between 329 and 365 should be your temperature settings. And between 20 and 25 seconds, we're going to find out what I press it on when we come back. And we at the machine, y'all. And I'll show y'all what I actually come up with pressing it on. But that's it. let's go ahead and press this. I'm super excited for you guys to see what it looks like. So am I. We're going to be pressing this together as a family. You already know the rules. See you at the heat press.